In the heart of the rocky desert lived a little armadillo named Archie. But Archie had a problem, a really big, really embarrassing problem. He couldn't roll into a ball. Now you know armadillos, when danger comes, click, they curl up into a perfect armored sphere. It's their signature move, their ultimate defense. His dad could do it in 2 seconds flat. "Watch me, son," he'd say, transforming into a little armored cannonball. "Now you try." But when Archie tried, well, it was a disaster. He'd grunt, he'd strain, he'd push with all his might, but his body just wouldn't bend. He stayed completely, hopelessly flat, like a pancake with legs. The other young armadillos thought it was hilarious. "Haha, look, it's flat-pack Archie." They'd laugh. "You look like a walking suitcase. You can't roll away from danger. You're the most defenseless armadillo ever." And honestly, it felt true. While everyone else could roll away from trouble, Archie just had to run. But he wasn't very fast, and his stiff, flat body kept getting him wedged between rocks. His shell was strong, sure, but what good was it if he couldn't curl up to protect his soft belly? He tried everything to fix his flatness. He did armadillo yoga, but he was too stiff to even do the first pose. He got a massage from a friendly tortoise, but that didn't help. He even asked his friends to try and fold him in half. Ouch, that was a terrible idea. He even tried greasing his shell with cactus slime, thinking it might help him slip into a ball. Nope. He just became a slippery, flat armadillo. Nothing worked. One afternoon, lying flat on a sun-baked rock, he sighed. "I'm a defective armadillo. The one thing we're supposed to do. I can't do it. I'm just a crunchy floor mat with legs." But then, disaster struck. The sky turned dark, and a sudden roar echoed through the canyon. Flash flood. The normally dry riverbed was suddenly a raging torrent of brown water, and it was rising fast. All the small animals, the field mice, the tiny lizards, the desert beetles were trapped on the wrong side, needing to get to higher ground. "The bridge is gone. The water's too strong," they cried in panic. The armadillos tried to help. They rolled into their tight balls to cross, but as soon as they hit the water, splash, they were too round and dense, and they sank right to the bottom, sputtering and scrambling back to shore. We sink when we're in ball form, we can't help. Just when all hope seemed lost, a tiny mouse squeaked, pointing a shaky claw. "Wait, Archie, you're flat and hard. You could be a bridge." Archie's eyes went wide. My flat body can actually help." Everyone looked at him. There was a narrow spot in the river where 2 large rocks were just a little too far apart to jump. This was his chance. Carefully, Archie wedged himself between the 2 rocks. His stiff, unbending body was perfect. He became a living, breathing, armored plank. "Hurry," he shouted over the roar of the water. "Walk across my back." And they did. One by one, the tiny creatures scurried across his flat shell. Baby mice with their little pink feet, a whole family of beetles, frightened lizards, and even a baby snake. His hard, flat back supported every single one of them. "You're doing great, Archie," someone cheered. "Don't bend." Archie laughed, a real happy laugh for the first time in ages. "I can't bend, that's the whole point." Over 50 animals crossed safely to the other side. As the last little beetle made it across, a huge cheer went up from the crowd. Archie saved everyone. His flat body was the perfect bridge. Archie's dad came over and gave him a careful, proud hug. "My son," he said, his voice thick with emotion, "you're not defective, you're structurally rigid. We roll for defense, but you are load-bearing. You can support weight we never could." The desert needs both kinds of armadillos, the rollers and the bridge. From that day on, Archie was a hero. He became the official desert bridge armadillo. Whenever there was a gap too wide or a crack too deep, you'd hear the call, "Get Archie, we need his flat form." He learned that his greatest weakness was actually his most unique and incredible strength. Thank you so much for watching Archie's story. If you loved it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing tales. We'll see you in the next video.